الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
استووا واعتدلوا تراصوا وسدوا الفرج. Straight the line, close the gaps and complete the first rows please. الله أكبر. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك غيرك. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. يا أيها المزمل قم الليل إلا قليلا نصفه أو انقص منه قليلا أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا إنا سنلقي عليك قولا ثقيلا إن ناشئة الليل هي أشد وطئا وأقوم قيلا إن لك في النهار سبحا طويلا واذكر اسم ربك وتبتل إليه تبتيلا رب المشرق والمغرب لا إله إلا هو فاتخذه وكيلا واصبر على ما يقولون واهجرهم هجرا جميلا وذرني والمكذبين أولي النعمة ومهلهم قليلا إن لدينا أنكالا وجحيما وطعاما ذا غصة وعذابا أليما يوم ترجف الأرض والجبال وكانت الجبال كثيبا مهيلا إنا أرسلنا إليكم رسولا شاهدا عليكم كما أرسلنا إلى فرعون رسولا فعصى فرعون الرسول فأخذناه أخذا وبيلا فكيف تتقون إن كفرتم يوما يجعل الولدان شيبا السماء منفطر به كان وعده مفعولا إن هذه تذكرة فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه سبيلا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا ولك الحمد حمدا كثيرا طيبا. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. إن ربك يعلم أنك تقوم أدنى من ثلثي الليل ونصفه وثلثه وطائفة من الذين معك والله يقدر الليل والنهار علم أن لن تحصوا فتاب عليكم فاقرؤوا ما تيسر من القرآن علم أن سيكون منكم مرضى وآخرون يضربون في الأرض يبتغون من فضل الله وآخرون يقاتلون في سبيل الله فاقرؤوا ما تيسر منه وأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وأقرضوا الله قرضا حسنا وما تقدموا لأنفسكم من خير تجدوه عند الله هو خيرا وأعظم أجرا واستغفروا الله إن الله غفور رحيم. الله سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا ولك الحمد حمدا الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. تحيات الله وبركاته. السلام. الله أكبر. لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين صراط الذين غير المغضوب عليهم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا ولك الحمد حمدا كثيرا طيبا. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. صراط الذين الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. تحيات الله الصلوات. وأشهد أن اللهم إني ظلمت نفسي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وبعد. Inshallah we take another faida or benefit. But always I like to remind myself and my brothers and sisters that these great scholars are doing what we call a paradigm shift. Is the perception, is the way of thinking that Islam is all about. How you see things. Are you seeing it with an Islamic lenses, an Islamic perspective, or any other ways? Ways are unlimited, but the right way is only one, the Islamic way. And that's what these scholars are doing in this short talk. And that's why we're going to find very, very profound statement in one word or two or three. And when you understand this, inshallah, and so on, you start seeing things different. Regardless of the circumstances, you're going to be in al-Jannah in this life, even though maybe your circumstances are the worst one. And that's what these people are saying. And of course, this saying didn't get it from their own, from deep understanding of the Quran and Sunnah. Otherwise, really, and that's what most of the scholars said. Like in our time, Sayyid Qutb said, I'm ashamed to say I'm explaining the Quran. Quran doesn't need an explanation. People, they should go to the Quran directly. But he said, I'm using this tafsir because people now, they don't understand the Arabic language. They don't understand the Arabic expression. Otherwise, you don't need anybody. So always I'm going to remind myself once in a while with this, that you can understand what we are talking about. So he said, من خلقه الله للجنة. Whosoever Allah created him for al-Jannah. Mean he destined for him to go to al-Jannah. Look what he said. لم تزل هداياها تأتيه من المكاره. And al-Jannah, paradise, will send him gifts in this life. So if Allah created you for al-Jannah, you're going to receive gift from al-Jannah. And what are these gifts? Tests and tribulations. Did you see? And subhanAllah, that's the reality. Read The life of all messengers are prophets. They went through. That's why sometimes when we talk about, oh, mashallah, people who are in prison, may Allah release them, we bring the story of what? Yusuf. But we have to know that our Prophet ﷺ was in prison for 3 years. Sha'b Abi Talib, where the Muslim, all of them, they've been put in the valley of Abu Talib. This is a prison. And it's the worst prison in history, by the way. They didn't have nothing to eat. They were boycotted. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended for you that you are among the people of Al-Jannah, that's the way it is. You will be tested in your health, in your wealth, in your family, in your freedom, left and right. And some people, some Muslims, and this is very funny, they believe in the test, but they want to choose the questions. You can't choose the questions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will choose that question for you. Our job is what? To ask Allah al-afiyah. Allah not to test you and so on. But he said that is the way. من خلقه الله للجنة أتته هداياها من الابتلاءات والمشاكل. ومن خلقه الله للنار. Now we have the opposite. And those that Allah has created for hell, that they are destined to go to hell. لم تزل هداياها تأتيه من الشهوات. The gift of fire is what? Pleasures and desire, left and right. Everything is. And I want to say something in the first part, that sometimes we see a brother or sister, and really they are in severe tests that they are going through and tribulation. But because they don't speak, we think that they are fine. The only thing they don't speak. And when you ask them, alhamdulillah, but really they are tested left and right. And the others, you can see them. That's why sometimes you ask question, look, this person, what he is doing. Well, how is going to go to hell if he doesn't do this? And you find that person, everything is okay in his health, wealth, family, everything, it's there. Of course, always there is exception to the rule. But that is the rule. Now, where is the evidence for this statement? Somebody might say, what's his proof for that? The hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When Allah created the Jannah, what he did? He sent Jibreel. He said, go see Al-Jannah. So he went and he came back. Then Allah asked him, did you see Al-Jannah? He said, yes. He said, what do you think? He said, Ya Allah, I believe that everyone is going to go to Al-Jannah. He said, okay. Then he created hell and he sent him. He said, go visit hell. He came back and he said, Ya Allah, nobody is going to go to hell. He said, okay. Then what Allah did? He surrounded Al-Jannah with tribulations and tests and calamities. And he surrounded hell with desire and all these things. And he told him, go visit them again and come back. And he went and he came back and said, Ya Allah, I don't think anyone is going to make it to Al-Jannah. Because of what he is so surrounding. And when it comes to hell, he said, Ya Allah, I'm worried that everybody is going to go there. حفت الجنة بالمكاره وحفت النار بالشهوات. But subhanallah, the end of this talk is one thing. These are the outside circumstances. But these people who are in tribulation, if they are on the right path, they have paradise inside them. All of us who have experience to talk to some of them and deal with them and so on. Amazing. One time, one sheikh, he was very, very sick. And people, they felt sorry for him. They go to visit him. And the people who are visiting him, he said, we went there to comfort him and make him strong. He ended up comforting us. And we were looking at that. Because Allah will not combine on you two things. The circumstances may be tough, rough, hard, and so on. But your Jannah should be in your heart. When Ibn Taymiyyah was put in prison, he was laughing and smiling. He said, look, these people, they think they're going to do something to me. They can't. Because my paradise, my happiness is in my heart, not outside. So I hope this will open, inshallah, a new way of understanding and thinking. Does not mean that you wish tribulations. No, I told you. One time the Prophet ﷺ saw a man very, very weak and very, very sick. And he asked him, what's your problem? Then the problem noticed. He said, are you making any dua or anything or something? He said, Ya Allah, yes. Ya Rasulullah, yes. He said, what the dua that you are saying? He said, Ya Allah, if I made any sins, punish me in this life before the hereafter. He said, don't do that. You can't stand that. But ask Allah for what? Al-afiyah. And what does it mean, al-afiyah? Protection, that Allah will not test you and so on. But if it happens, put that into this perspective. Maybe, inshallah, I'm of the people of Jannah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending me this gift to me. On the other hand, you see the others, may Allah protect all of us from being among them, that their life is full of shahawat and everything, this and that and that. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to be on the right path. That's what matters. What matters, don't change with your circumstances. If they are tough, you give your back to Allah. If they are okay, you come back to Allah. There is no business with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your circumstances might change and they will change. From good to bad to bad to good. That's the way it is. Like the weather. Can you say, I want only sunny day, 360? You can do that. So the way the weather is changing, the way your circumstances or my circumstances will change. From good to bad to good and so on. But one thing should not change. Your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You worship Him in both ways. When the things are good, what you do? You are grateful. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. When you are tested with bad, you are what? Patient. And when you master this, the second one will not be in your life anymore. Even in the time of hardship, you are grateful to Allah. Because you are rewarded in both cases. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and strengthen our iman. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us and give us العافية إن شاء الله. اللهم إنا نسألك العافية في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية في ديننا ودنيانا وأهلينا ومالنا. اللهم استر عوراتنا وآمن روعاتنا. اللهم احفظنا من بين أيدينا ومن خلفنا وعن أيماننا وعن شمائلنا ومن فوقنا. ونعوذ بعظمتك أن نغتال من تحتنا. يا حي يا قيوم يا حي يا قيوم يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث أصلح لنا شأننا كله ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على محمد. And brother Usama is here, mashallah, alhamdulillah al-salama. We need haqiqah. Inshallah. May Allah protect you and bless you, inshallah, and give shifa to all Muslims, inshallah.